All right, everybody, welcome back. We are diving deep today, and this one's pretty interesting. We're talking about SEO
Yes.
and specifically internal links and how to kind of up your game with that. And we found a YouTube video about a tool called ClickRank.
Oh, very cool.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna dig into that a little bit today, and see what they're all about.
Sounds good.
So, I mean, we all want our websites to rank higher, right? I mean, it's the SEO game.
Of course. Yeah.
But it can get so technical and confusing.
Yeah.
So today we're going to focus on just this one key aspect,
Yeah.
internal linking.
Yeah. And internal linking is something that I think a lot of people kind of overlook.
Right.
We do it. We know we need to do it. We know it's important for navigation.
Sure.
But it can be so much more than that.
Absolutely. And that's what I thought was so interesting about this ClickRank tool, is it's like taking this thing that we all kind of know we should be doing,
Right.
but it's like AI for internal links. I mean,
Yeah.
that sounds a little crazy.
It does a little bit. Yeah.
So how does this thing actually work? I mean, does it just randomly start connecting pages? Or is there some kind of method to the madness?
So what I really like about ClickRank is that it analyzes not only the content of your website, but also the search queries that users are using
Oh, interesting.
to find your website.
So it's pulling from Google Search Console then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's looking at the data in Google Search Console to see what real people are searching for, and then it uses that to suggest these internal links.
So it's really using real user intent,
Right.
like what people are actually looking for and trying to
Yes.
connect the dots.
Exactly. It's taking context into consideration,
Yeah.
which is something that I think a lot of internal linking strategies miss.
Right. So it's not just oh, this page is kind of about the same thing. Let's just
Throw a link in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually okay, people are searching for this. They land on this page.
Right.
What else are they going to be interested in, and how can I really tailor this
Yeah.
to make it a smooth journey for them?
Right. And it's all based on that user intent.
That's really cool. And I think what stood out to me in the video was this whole concept of a dynamic call to action, which I had never really thought about before.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
So basically, the anchor text, that's the text that you click on for the link.
Right.
They're making that more enticing instead of just saying, click here.
Okay.
It's something that's going to really draw the user in.
Okay, so can you give us an example?
Sure. So let's say you have a website about gardening.
Okay.
And you have one article about growing tomatoes.
All right.
And another article about pest control.
Makes sense.
Instead of just having a link that says, click here to learn about pest control.
Yeah.
You might have a dynamic call to action that says, protect your tomato plants from pesky critters.
Okay, so it's actually
Something more specific.
yeah, it's a little more,
Enticing.
yeah, enticing. And it's actually telling you what you're going to get when you click on that link.
Exactly.
Instead of just go,
It's a mystery link.
it's not just a blind click, yeah.
Yeah. So this is obviously good for the user experience.
Absolutely.
But how does this play into SEO? What does Google think about all of this?
Google loves it when you have these really relevant internal links because it shows that your site is well structured
Okay.
and that you're providing value to users.
You're saying, hey, I know what my users want, and I'm giving it to them
Exactly.
in a nice, neat little package. And Google's like, oh, okay, you know what you're doing.
Exactly. And the more clicks you get on those internal links,
Yeah.
the more Google sees that as a sign of quality.
So it's this win-win situation.
Exactly.
You're making users happy and you're making Google happy, which is the ultimate goal, right?
Absolutely.
But, I mean, this all sounds amazing, but are there any potential downsides to relying solely on AI for this?
That's a good question. I think one potential downside is that you could end up over-optimizing.
Okay.
You want to make sure that the links still feel natural.
Right. And that they're not just crammed in there.
Yeah, you don't want it to feel
Force. Yeah.
spammy or robotic or
Right.
anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's important to use AI as a tool, but not to let it completely take over.
So it's it's like a helping hand.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so even if we're not using a fancy AI tool like this, are there things that we can do to just be more strategic about our internal linking?
Absolutely. I think one of the most important things is to just be mindful of the connections between your content.
Okay.
What are the natural relationships between your different pages?
Right.
And how can you use internal links to guide users through that?
So it's like thinking of your website as a choose-your-own-adventure book.
I like that.
Right. You're giving people these different paths to follow
Yeah,
and making it easy for them to explore all the different aspects of your site.
exactly.
Okay, well, that's some really great food for thought. Um, so I encourage everybody listening to go take a look at their own websites and see, are you using internal links effectively, or are there some missed opportunities there?
Absolutely. And, even just taking a few minutes to think about your internal linking strategy can
Yeah,
make a big difference.
absolutely. All right, well, thanks for diving deep with us today.
Thanks for having me.
This was fun.
Yes.
All right, we'll catch you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.